Stan Gibilisco here. The date, June 3rd, 2014. The time, 10 o'clock p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 11 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time, and just about midnight Eastern Daylight Time. So what we're looking at right here is southern Iowa, northern Missouri, eastern Nebraska. This particular radar formation, this is the reflectivity loop radar image for that part of the country. Notice all of these intense thunderstorms, some of which are producing bow echoes, they call them. They're kind of a curved echo, and you can actually see the northwesterly winds as they blow these storms through. The actual motion of the whole system is just about from west to east, but you get these northwesterly blasts. And I have done a little bit of research and found that in northern Missouri there have been several reports of widespread wind damage. This particular type of phenomenon, which can occur into the nighttime hours, unlike many other types of thunderstorms which tend to boil up during the afternoon and become most intense then. This is called a derecho. A derecho, which is sort of a word similar to tornado. Tornado means spinning or rotating. Derecho means straight line. So these are the straight line windstorms that become so famous for causing quite a lot of damage, particularly to trees and windows, things like that. I remember one from when I was a little kid that struck at about 4, 5 in the morning in Alexandria, Minnesota in August. We used to go up to a place called Lake Cowdrey, and I remember 1962 was the year, and I was only, I guess, 8 years old. And I remember it scared our whole family pretty much witless. There were gusts of wind reported as high as 96 miles an hour in that storm. If you consider the sustained wind usually being about 30 miles an hour less than that, that was approaching hurricane force. But we need to make a distinction here. They do call these things inland hurricanes or hurricanes of the prairie. But I've been in a real honest-to-God hurricane. Its name was Andrew. I was right in the core of that one. And I can tell you that even the most intense derecho like this is nothing like a hurricane. That's like comparing an angry dog to an angry grizzly bear. There is nothing like a Category 4 or Category 5 hurricane at its peak. Andrew is more or less like an EF3 or EF4 tornado that lasted for 2.5 hours. But these are respectable storms. There are some golf ball size hail reports, some tornado warnings associated with these, and you can notice how large this whole system is. It's a complex of thunderstorms. It bears some resemblance to one of the rain bands in a hurricane, but generally the rain bands in a hurricane are not quite as violent as these. So this is what a derecho looks like on a radar loop. I could show you some other images, but there doesn't seem to be any local radar that produces a Doppler image that's very good at this particular moment in time. There are no radars close enough to do that. But this is the National Weather Service full resolution version, kind of zoomed in here for you. That's what a derecho looks like. Those things, well, if you're warned about one of those coming, it's probably not a bad idea to stay away from windows. And if you live in a mobile home, get out of there. Stan Gibilisco signing off for now. From the relatively peaceful Black Hills of South Dakota, United States of America. Until next time, so long.